What does it feel like to be back? I know a lot of players avoid social media, but a lot of fans were like, Sam's back where he belongs. How'd you feel about all that?
Yeah, it's great. I'm excited to be back. It's obviously a place that feels like home to me, and I've had a lot of fun being an Oiler. So excited to be back and hoping for the best.
In terms of your fitness or health, the hip surgery and all that kind of stuff, how are you getting through that right now?
Yeah, I mean they feel good. Certainly a lot better than this time last year. But there's still certain hurdles I need to cross. Before I'm ready to really push it and playing games. And I think it's been a really long summer of rehab and a lot of tedious work. And I'm proud of kind of the work that it's taken to get to this point. But there's still a lot of work left to be done, and I'm just focused on that right now. And then I can. Worry about the next step.
So do you have a sense of when you'll be in a game, where that might be, like anything like that yet?
I'm just trying to take it day by day. I mean, I'm 5 months into a 6-month, rehab process, and I feel like I'm probably ahead of that 6-month timeline. But these things take time, and I want to give myself the best opportunity to show what I can bring, and that means being fully healthy, being as powerful as I can be, and just focusing on that. So I'll just take it day by day, and then we'll continue to reassess.
Were you expecting to play some preseason games, and this was a change of plans, or was this always kind of the way it was going to be?
I honestly wasn't sure. I was just focused on my rehab and trying to push, within the limits as much as I could. I've never been through an injury process like this where it's, taken 6 months. So I'm just kind of leaning on the experts, and the staff here has been incredible. And since I've been back, they've been really helpful. Even in the last 2 weeks that I've been here, I notice tremendous difference. So I'm just going to keep pushing ahead and listening to the staff and see where it goes from there.
It sounds like pretty invasive surgery. What was it like the first few days after you came out of it?
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I mean, so I had the one surgery, and then 5 weeks later I had the other. So I was essentially on crutches for 2 months, and I would just kind of get pushed into the pool and swim around in there for hours. It felt like for the first little bit, and then you just gradually take steps. But yeah, I'm excited to be where I'm at now, and just continue to push forward.
So this is just your basic wear and tear from playing 1,000 games? These hips?
Yeah, essentially. I mean, I've had hip issues in the past, but then the last few years, it's really ramped up on me. I've missed games in Detroit for it, and then last year in Winnipeg, it's just kind of, as the year went on, it got worse and worse, and felt it was the right decision to get it taken care of. I still feel like I still feel pretty young, to be honest, at 34, and I feel like I have years ahead of me. So I'm gonna see how I feel coming out of this and continue to push forward and hopefully keep going.
What was the process for the PTO? Did you pick up the phone and phone them? How did that work?
Yeah, it was just for myself, just trying to find the right fit, and obviously I have a soft spot for Edmonton. I really like it here. My family's from here, or my wife's family, and where they're at in the life cycle. I think I stay in touch with Connor and Leon and Clowder and Bush and those guys throughout the summer in Ontario, and I really trust the staff here. They're fantastic at what they do, and then coming off my hip surgeries, I just felt it was the right fit. So I'm happy they felt the same way, and I'm just gonna try and get back up to health, and then give it everything I have to try and be a part of this organization and help them move forward.
So, I mean, when you first stood in front of these microphones, you were an 18-year-old shiny new penny, man. Mm-hmm. Now it's 1,000 games later, a couple surgeries, you got 3 kids. Mm-hmm. What would this Sam Gagner say to that Sam Gagner, if you could?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess surprising that I haven't lost any passion for the game. I still love coming to the rink. Still love, working hard at it, try to get better. So I'm going to keep going as long as I have that. And then, but certainly a lot's changed in those years. Having 3 kids now, and my home life is a lot different than it was then. But it's something that I really cherish. I think having my kids be able to come to games and be a part of it and understand what's going on it's really cool for me, and I've really enjoyed that.
You were hoping, and you were a young pillar in what was supposed to be the building of another Stanley Cup contender, and kind of went sideways for a while, and it's finally there, and you're finally back. Does it seem like a good way to bookend a career here if you can hang around?
Yeah, I mean, I think you learn a lot during those years, how to handle adversity. You learn a lot about yourself and what you're built of, and so I think not looking back on any of that, just kind of looking forward to what this group has built, and I think they've come a long way. They've got tremendous leadership. I watched the playoffs last year, and they're knocking on the door. So I think it's an exciting thing to be a part of. Like I said, I love being back here, and I'll give everything I have to try and help this group move forward.
When you got traded to Detroit, did you figure, okay, the door's slammed shut now?
No, I didn't think so. I just when I got traded there, I was just focused on just trying to extend my career, and I added different elements to my game, and I consider that a blessing too, and excited to be back.
What do you think of Jeff Jackson being part of there? It's a little different being on.
Yeah, it's definitely weird seeing him around here. Not as my agent. But I'm happy for him. He's going to do great in that role. He's got a ton of knowledge. He's got great vision, and I think the Oilers are certainly lucky to have him in that role.
Ken was saying the other day you're almost certainly not going to get any preseason games tonight, but you would be comfortable or willing to start in Bakersfield. What do you think that would be? You've been in the minors in points of your career, but what do you think that would be like if that's what it takes to kind of get back on?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I mean, I don't want to rush this. I want to make sure that I'm healthy throughout the whole year and able to help this group. And, if that means starting in Bakersfield, I'm certainly open to it. And I'll go down there and help that group while I'm there and continue to push and try and get back.
Sam, can you take us through the story you first met Connor McDavid? I know he kind of joined you during a summer skate once, and just kind of take us through your first time meeting. I think you accidentally called him David O'Connor at the time. I don't remember that part of it, but I do remember skating. I think I was 19, he was 12 or something like that, and one of my trainers had asked me to, if I'd let him on the ice. I'm like, yeah, for sure, and he was better than me at most of the drills, and I had played a couple years in the NHL, so it's certainly, I mean, it doesn't always translate from when you're 12 to when you're his age, but he's got an incredible work ethic, and he continues to push, and it's been amazing to see what he's been able to accomplish. Did you immediately call Jeff Jackson after that?
It's such a long time ago, I can't even remember how it all went down, but it's like I said, it's awesome to see what he's doing now.
It's like Nuge said that Connor Bedard was on the ice with them back in Vancouver too, and he was like 13, and he says he had
Nuge actually, I think Nuge still owes me some money because he was, I think Barzal and Connor were in the same draft, and Nuge was a Barzal guy, and I think we had a bet on who was going to go first overall, and he still owes me money for that, but yeah.